What? Everyone seems pretty normal to me.
Their fanatical support for Mariko Hyodo appears to have died down.
I'm glad they're back to their senses. What a drastic change. Just goes to show how powerful a monarch's influence can be.
Hey, guess what? Hyodo-san's holding a press conference right now.
Thank you all for taking your time to gather here today. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to share with everyone. As of today, I will be resigning from office. I do not intend to seek re-election either. During my time as mayor, I've betrayed all of your trust. You may think of me as a mayor who's earned your trust, but in truth, there's plenty that I'm ashamed of. The snow sculpture that collapsed was built by an unscrupulous company that bribed one of my staff. In spite of my responsibility, I neglected to see the finer details and went ahead with the construction. As a result, the sculpture ended up collapsing, and a girl's precious life was lost. Furthermore, I elected to cover up the truth, all so I could save my position. I've been garnering votes I didn't deserve in order to stay on as mayor. I betrayed everyone to protect myself and covered it up by allowing more wrongdoing. I am among the guilty. That little girl, she died because of me. As such, I will have the police reinvestigate the case and offer my full assistance. And again, I will drop out of the election and forfeit my position as mayor.
Seems that Hyodo-san's made up her mind. I wonder if she'll be arrested. Good question.
Oh, Hyodo was afraid that if she wasn't the mayor, she couldn't protect her people.
She could have told the truth and made her underling take the blame, but she was concerned about other evils potentially lurking in the shadows.
I think this turned out for the best. Mari-san wouldn't have wanted to hide her mistake forever.
Zenkichi is on the line.
Hey, you guys see Hyodo's press conference? Yep, you all did a bang-up job. Really, can't thank you enough. They plan on bringing Hyodo in as a key witness regarding the accident. I knew you'd want to analyze her phone, too. So I pulled a few strings, and now I'm her personal chauffeur. At least as far as the station. If you want, I can open up some time for you to talk to her. Just tell me where you want to meet.
I'm sorry. How could you ever forgive me, Kaho-chan?
Mari-san.
Haru-chan. Listen, there was something wrong with me. It's like I was in a terrible dream. I don't know when it was that my heart grew so cold, but after what you told me, I remembered who I really was inside. When I became mayor, I wanted to protect the city and everyone in it as if they were my own family. I remembered that feeling. Thanks to you, I've finally been able to confront myself, and I realized that I was doing a horrible disservice to that girl. I had lost sight of reality and begun acting self-righteous. Nothing I did was for her sake.
But Mari-san, you were doing the best you could.
No, it's the truth. Had I not realized my mistake, I would have likely continued to hurt even more people. But that's not what Kaho-chan would want. So let me say, thank you, Haru-chan. Thank you for saving this city, for saving my family.
Mari-san!
Your father's recent passing must have caused you so much turmoil. I'm sorry I added to it. But if there's anything I can do for you in the future, any way I can be there, just ask me. I say this because you're a precious part of my family too.
Thank you so much, Mari-san.
Oh, Haru-chan!
I'm happy for you, Haru.
I suppose I must get going. Though I am concerned about the state of affairs, I've left our city, and I'll leave it up to my successor. An arrogant wretch like me has no place being the mayor.
Does that mean you won't be involved in politics anymore?
Yes, I'm too ashamed to show my face in public. And at my age, there are plenty of younger folks who can...
Mayor.
You're...
I saw the news. So you're resigning. And you're leaving politics for good?
That's right. I've promised to step down and never...
You can't be serious! Resigning won't bring her back. In fact, it won't change a thing. Kaho. Nothing can change what happened to my daughters.
Hey, shouldn't we get in there?
Hold that thought a moment.
So you can't. You can't just run away. You need to start over and become our mayor again.
What?
When I was weeping with rage and grief, you stood there and cried with me. Instead of running away, you were there when I needed someone the most. I know your character more than anyone.
Ma'am, thank you for sharing your heart with me. Then I promise to both you and your daughter, I will stand back up and become your mayor again.
Marisa. I don't get it. I know this is a sad moment. Everyone is crying, but it also feels warm and kind. How would you describe this? I see. So that's why Haru helped Hyodo transform sadness into happiness, recording valuable data. Sophia has learned happiness.
That must have been the mom of the girl who passed away.
No, it seems like she really understood Hyodo's intentions.
I'm so happy for you, Mari-san. She reminded me of what Haru said in jail.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Like that? Hey, that was a tender moment. There's no need to reenact it.
Yeah, but you played it so cool back there. It really touched my heart.
Could you please forget it already?
Indeed, truly moved.
You did good, Haru. That's...
It really was touching.
Nice! Heyo! What are you gonna do? What?
So I went to talk to Hyodo, but nothing new came out of it. All she explained is that she could control whoever added her as a friend on Emma. Not to worry, I have it with me. Here.
Now that's what I want to see. After reviewing the facts, I've just about confirmed it. Each of these so-called incidents, I think they all stemmed from a mastermind.
Oh? I'm curious as to why you think so.
Hyodo, Natsume, Alice, all three were changing people's hearts to do bad things. But deep down, none of them were truly evil. At the very least, they're not the same as the rulers who distorted reality for their own sakes and ended up spawning palaces.
I'd been considering that as well. Before Natsume lost sight of his writing, he was diligently working toward his dreams.
Alice, too. She was doing her very best to be a ray of light and hope for other people.
Mari-san was also striving for the betterment of everyone in Sapporo.
Right. They're different from criminal scum like Kamoshida and Madarame, who acted only for their own benefit.
Okay, but how does a handful of not-so-evil monarchs prove there's a mastermind behind all this?
The fact that jails are fundamentally different from palaces provides us a big clue. For starters, jails don't have any treasures for the taking. All we found are people's stolen desires. That means monarchs don't have twisted enough wills to reshape reality and form treasures.
Which would mean that jails aren't created by the monarchs themselves. Someone else must be doing the creating.
Our final clue is the locks on all those bird cages. In order to get to the monarch, we've always had to unlock a door that denies us passage. I had thought this was just a security measure designed to protect the monarch and the desires held within. But if that were the case, why would traumatic memories the monarch would rather erase be the key to unlocking it?
Given that these are cognitive worlds, maybe it means monarchs think their trauma will protect them.
I find that rather odd. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
Correct. What if it is the other way around? Why might a door like that exist? Right. I think so too. What if that door isn't to keep intruders out, but to trap monarchs in?
You mean they're trapped?
I thought the monarchs are the ones in charge.
Think about it. What would happen if a monarch tried leaving their cage?
They'd touch the door, and then hear the voices of their trauma?
Exactly. They'll remember what made them so warped in the first place, and stick to their guns as a monarch. And thus, the cycle continues unbroken. The monarchs really are birds in a cage.
From that perspective, the shadows protecting the keys inside the trauma cell hold a far more sinister purpose. They aren't there to prevent the monarch's trauma from being discovered. They're wardens guarding an elaborate system to ensure the monarch's imprisonment.
Let me get this straight. You're basically saying these monarchs are being manipulated, and by virtue of that, there's somebody doing the manipulating.
How's Hyodo-san's smartphone looking?
Nothing wrong with her phone or the Emma installed, but I did find traces of surveillance. Huh, I'll bet it's the same snooper we keep running into, though I'm lost as to who it might be.
So this observer and our mastermind may just be one and the same. Anyone have any guesses?
Our first suspect is Medice, the company in charge of Emma. Since you can't get into jails without Emma, I can't write it off as mere coincidence.
Medice, huh? Too bad we can't just storm their headquarters.
You mean the cops can't actually do that?
Of course not. How could we even put out a warrant on them? By saying they go around turning people into monarchs?
You have a call from Ichinose.
Hi there! Sorry for the relative lapse in communication, but I did turn up some info that I thought you guys might like to know. So I've been looking into Emma all this time, and I still have yet to find any differences between her past and present versions. I mean, this is state-of-the-art tech, not something just anybody could pry open and take a look inside. But then I took a peek at Emma's changelog, and that's where things got interesting. It seems Emma was transported to Okinawa at some point after I sold her to Medise. Yes, exactly. Why was the first thing that popped into my head. So I dug around some more, and I found that off the coast of Okinawa, on the island of Kokojima, Medise apparently has a research lab. Oddly enough, its existence is unknown to the public. And when I called to ask for records, nothing came up. Basically, they're running a secret research lab. How crazy is that? So, if Emma's been altered in any way, I would think it had to have been done on that island. Well, guys, wasn't I a super stellar source of information? You just leave it to me. I've become rather fond of investigating, actually. Well, guess it's bye for now, Phantom Thieves. Please regale me with tales of your adventure another time.
So what did Ichinose-san say? Okinawa? Crystal clear waters? Shisa statues? Juicy pineapples?
Shinsuko cookies?
Oh, that too! It's that ramen-like thing, yeah?
Guys, can you snap out of it?
If it's an unregistered facility, we could always say we're conducting a field survey. That way we could ensure their cooperation. We may even find proper evidence that could be used in court. It may be well worth going, but Kokojima is a bit far from the Okinawa mainland. Then I guess we'd have to go by plane.
Wait, what about our precious feathermobile? We've taken it all this way.
That's what you're naming this thing?
Plus, you said it'd be dangerous using public transportation.
Even so, wouldn't it be too complicated to try to reach Okinawa by car?
Give me a sec. Hey, what's up? Yeah, of course I'm aware, but I also have a job to do, you know?
Who's he talking to?
Why would I lie? I'm being honest, I swear. Of course I remember. The thing is, I'm a little... oh.
You got hung up on.
Okay, guys. Plane's a no-go. We're driving.
Huh?
You mean we're going all the way to Okinawa by car?
The thing is, I need to make a stop along the way. So we'll be heading to Kyoto first.
Did you say Kyoto?
Yeah, I primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department. I thought I'd take a moment to catch up, share intel, you know, cop stuff. After that, we head to Kobe. We can take a direct ferry to Okinawa from there. That ought to cut down on time.
But that's still quite a distance, even to Kyoto.
Not to worry. I'll do the driving.
You're tagging along?
Wait, am I to believe that Nijima's been doing all the driving? Okumura, I thought you already had your license.
I do have it. It's just... I don't have much experience behind the wheel.
Plus, Haru's driving is not exactly...
Well, in any case, we're taking off immediately.
If we're leaving from here, you'll need to take the Hokuriku Expressway. The estimated travel time will be...
About 21 hours, give or take.
Gramps is correct.
21 hours? Are you nuts?
You forget I'm an officer of the law? We're badass at driving.
What's with him all of a sudden? It's like he lit a fire under his ass.
Fine by me, so long as I can visit Kyoto at last.
There goes Inari, revealing his true colors.
All right then, let's hit the road. I'll get you rascals there in record time.
Okay,